Hello everyone, this is Tom Rashid, MHSAA Associate Director, here to talk with you for about 2 minutes on MHSAA regulations. This is not official, this is a teaching tool. The only interpretations that are official are those received in writing. As you may know, there are two academic eligibility rules. The current academic eligibility rule, the regular grade check, and then the previous semester or previous academic record regulation. That is the grades at the end of a trimester or the end of a semester. The standard is 66%. A student has to be passing 66% of a full-time student's course load. We're into credits here at the MHSAA, so it's passing either 4 of 5 classes, receiving that credit, or 5 of 6 classes, or 4 of 6 classes, or 5 of 7 classes. That's the standard that the MHSAA minimum eligibility is involved. So what if a student at the end of the semester or trimester is not passing that particular mark? They didn't get credit in 66% of a full-time student's load. Well, those students are not eligible once the grades are posted or become public at the end of a term. And they're not eligible for 60 scheduled school days in a semester school or the start of the next trimester, which is about 60 days, in a trimester school. That's when a student is not eligible. When do they become eligible? How can they become eligible? Well, once the transcript shows 66%, they can become eligible. That can be through making up a deficiency, such as credit recovery during that next term, or summer school like in the old days, like many of you and I went to all those years, or E-2020 credit recovery as well. A student can also become eligible on the 61st school day. Usually a separate grade check is conducted on the 60th day, and if they're passing 66%, they're good to go on the 60th day. And of course, a student can be eligible on the start of the next trimester once they have achieved a satisfactory previous trimester record. Of course, your school's rules may be tougher. Many have higher standards. The middle school standard is a little lower at 50% of a full-time student's load. And of course, remember, this 60-day rule is different than the transfer rule, which is Martin Luther King Day or August 1. You could also look in the handbook to find more information on this pretty complicated rule at page 33, section 1, regulation 1, section 7, and there's 3 sections there, or on page 34, 35, look at interpretation 42. Remember, this is a teaching tool. It's not official. Thanks for being with us.